All right, guys. Daniel here on the Truck Insurance channel. I have promised to do a video on going through the entire FMCSA application as if you are a box truck, probably going to run for like Amazon Relay. Maybe you're renting the box truck, buying it, whatever. That's not really going to make such a difference here. I'll explain a few things as we go. And I hope you guys enjoy this, but try and make it as fast as possible because this is a long-ass application. But yeah, here we go. So Google, Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration, FMCSA, not MCSFFA or MCCC, SA, FFAC, any of that stuff. I hear the craziest names, just FMCSA or Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration. All right, so boom. To get started, click here. I understand. Take me to the registration. I'm a new applicant. I am not a robot. That's all easy. Follow along. Next. All right, so how to navigate URS online application, blah, blah, blah. All right. A few things you should know up front. I'll bring some notes in over here. Motor Carrier Authority application. This is where you're going to get your MC and your DOT number. This application costs $300. It should only cost $300. Okay, you can pay someone to do it for you. It might cost more, but if it costs more than $300, you probably did something wrong. Okay, and if you're like when you're a new venture, we're just going to be a general freight, common motor carrier. Like you're applying for common carrier status. Okay, and all you're gonna haul is general freight. All right, we're not talking about anything right now, but like this video specifically for box truck motor carriers. Okay, good Lord. We want to just focus on those right now. There's different things you can select that have different outcomes. Let's just focus on box trucks applying for motor carrier authority. So, for instance, so you can go run Amazon Relay. All right. So things you need to have before you get to this point is incorporate your business. Like the easiest thing is probably just to do an LLC. If you have partners or, for some reason you want to do a C Corp, S Corp, whatever, go talk to an accountant about all that. I'm not that for you. I'm just saying, like, get your business incorporated. Keep the name super short, super simple, easy to say over the phone, easy to hear on the other end of the phone so people don't mess it up. And you don't have to be frustrated that you chose a bad name. Getting your EIN. I'll do another video if you guys need help with this. There's other sites that will like charge you to get you an EIN. So when you go to Google it, just make sure it's actually the irs.gov website. Super easy. You can do it in like less than 10 minutes. A phone number for this application. It's a phone, like what I did when I did mine. I set up a phone number. I set the phone number to automatically go to voicemail when someone calls it, and then I just sat there and I screened calls. Down below in my description, you can check out Ring Central. They're like the best for this because it's just easy. You can have two phone numbers on your phone because it's its own app. It's it'll be its own phone number and all that, and you can manage it in there. And you can also make it look professional. You could do an 800 number if you wanted. I wouldn't. But yeah, you can set it so it automatically goes to voicemail. And then the other cool thing, it'll transcribe the voicemail so you can read it. You don't have to sit there and listen to it because you will be flooded with marketing within about 5 seconds of finishing this application. There's a couple companies out there. I don't know how they have access to this information when they get it. Like most everyone will get it after 8 a.m. tomorrow. There's a few people out there that I think are like web scraping or something getting this data. It's nuts. Same thing with the email. If you want to be professional, get a real like custom domain, like go buy your own domain and get an email attached to that. So it's like, mine is the one I use for this is admin@stringtrucking.com. I went and bought the domain stringtrucking.com, and then I set up my email. It's like $5-6 a month instead of like a Gmail or Yahoo that don't ever do Yahoo. But yeah, either way, set up an email that you can monitor, but you don't have to like check all the time. If it's, dear God, don't use like your personal email or an email that you want to like give to people to communicate regularly with you. because the amount of email marketing you will get, you'll lose emails. Now, like I said, you need to be able to monitor this inbox, this email inbox, because there will be some important communication. But for the most part, like FMCSA will always mail you, like paper mail, if it is important. But just something to monitor. Yeah, and then your address. So this is an insurance thing. When you put in your address on here, underwriters will look at this, okay? And I brought this up. A lot of people like to give us an address, but they think that an underwriter is not going to check the address. So Charlotte's, my area. Let's just zoom in somewhere. Like, do you think you could park a 53-foot trailer? I know we're talking box trucks, but like, you think you park a 53-foot trailer and tractor trailer? I mean, actually, those are pretty long driveways. Hold on. Or what about these guys over here? Like, I get addresses and it's just ridiculous, and the underwriters come back at me and like hate on me because I allowed someone to use an address where they certainly can't park a commercial truck. Maybe it's a HOA thing or whatever. Just if you've got an address, you can put multiple addresses in here, and one for mailing is good. One for where you're going to park the truck is what we really need to focus on. So like, if you can't park a truck at your house or wherever you're going to get mail, just Google somewhere nearby for truck parking lots. Like you can pay weekly, monthly, whatever. Figure out that address and write that down and use that. You have one for your mailing address and one for your garaging address. All right. Anyways, so yeah, talking about your EIN, you don't need a Dun and Bradstreet number. I never mess with that. Company officers and titles, so like LLC or C Corp, whatever. Just have all that. Make sure it matches your articles of incorporation or organization, whatever you have. I know some states are different. Financial responsibility, required to file financial responsibility. And for you, that means you have to have insurance with an insurance company that does federal filings for motor carriers. Designation of process agent notice. That's going to be like your BOC3. I think on the low end, I've seen them around $30. On the high end, just crushing people, like 90 to 100. I used Evil Sizer. What's right here? Evil Sizer process servers. They're cool, quick, easy. Those people have been around a while. Good little organization there. And I think it was like $40 or $50. You don't always want the cheapest thing. Sometimes you want the best thing, or like the best quality, best. I don't know. Issuance of active US DOT number. You are not going to get this for 21 days, and once you've done your BOC3 and gotten insurance filings submitted from the insurance company. Yep. All right, certifications, O signature. Yep, you're the person, or maybe you're paying somebody to do it for you. Hopefully, you can manage this on your own. I would prefer you do that. Just follow along here, and you'll be good. So, all right, applicant ID. First thing you do, every single time you guys go to fill something out, create user logins, all that, here's what you're going to do. Everyone's got a device. Hopefully it's an iPhone. iPhones are better. You're going to make notes. Here's my authority application, my user ID, and my password that I'm about to set up. So let me just throw this back over here. Make notes, all right? Don't put it on a piece of paper. I mean, maybe you can, but you also probably have a phone within reach, and your phone has a free app for notes. Hopefully it's backed up in a cloud, so when you lose your phone, you don't lose your notes. If you get an iPhone, use iCloud and set it up properly, then you have nothing to worry about. Ever. It's awesome. Just don't forget your password to get in iCloud. Hopefully you can at least remember one. Create password. This one's lengthy too. The requirements on this is 12 characters. So we're going to do, let's just do password, 1, 2, 3, 4, $, Maybe that'll work. Is that going to work? Password, 1, 2, 3, 4, $. And, oh, wait a second. I'm gonna put that over here. Password 1234 $. Oh, and I put a capital P. And just make sure you keep up with your passwords. All right, the other thing I'm gonna do, just for extra precaution, because this is incredibly important and you don't want to mess this up, especially when it costs $300 to complete this. Say you needed to go back in for some reason. Maybe you didn't follow along or something was different in your scenario. You could waste $300 by losing these passwords. Maybe now you're actually going to use the notes after I said you could lose $300. You know what's worse than me? I'd rather pay $300 to not have to do this twice. So, like, I'm not going to lose my password. I'd just be really pissed off if I had to go through this thing twice. Which I'm doing it right now, I guess, technically. I already did it once for my company, but help you guys out too. High school mascot. And look, you can go copy, paste. My answer, cat. This isn't really, I'm just putting it in here for the time being. All right, so next question. What is my least favorite vegetable? Copy. Oops. And security answer, least favorite vegetable. Let me think of vegetable. Tomato? It's not really. I don't want you guys to think I'm weird. Tomato. And then security question number 3. What is my pet name? What is my pet's name? My pet? Like my pet name? That's weird. What city was I born in? I'm not giving you my real city where I was born. You probably guess all my questions for like my bank and whatnot. Here, mother maiden name, we'll just say Smith. That ain't true. All right, so, whoops. Copy, because I don't feel like typing. And then Smith. All right, boom. Easy peasy. Next. All right, application contact, blah, blah, blah. Okay, we'd like to collect contact information. All right, hold on, pause. I talked about doing the, no, we're good. We went over all the stuff about marketing that you're going to get. All right, so applicant representative, company contact. All right, application contact, applicant representative, applicant rep. We're going to do company contact because you are the contact at the company. All right, application contact first name, Daniel. Application last name, my last name is Summers. All right, and then application contact title, owner, president, CEO, firefighter. That's what you're really going to be. You're going to be putting out fires. 123 Main Street. Application contact, street address. Okay, so contact, this would be like your mailing address, I guess. Not necessarily. I don't even know if they really do garaging addresses in here. Maybe not. Perfectly fine. Don't sweat it. City, Charlotte. State, North Carolina. Zip code 28227. That's one in there. All right, contact telephone number. So, United States, 704 555. All right, and fax. If you get Ring Central, your main line, if all you do is get one line, that's perfectly fine. It can be a fax number as well. And you'll actually run across times where you need fax. There's like some really old school brokers and stuff out there that still, need faxing. And I come across it every once in a while. Cell phone number. You don't have to put this in there, but you can do the same one for all three if that works for you, however you plan on setting this up. I mean, you guys don't have to listen to what I'm saying. Do whatever you want. There's just a few, like I'll tell you if it's like important to insurance or not. Application, contact, email address, info at mytruckingbiz.com. All right, and then we want to confirm that. Okay. And then application contact, preferred contact method. Jesus Christ. Email. Let's just get emails. All right, next. What did that say? What did you try to tell me? Next. What is it? Valid. Gotta have a valid address. Just use this real quick. Next. FMCSA needs to capture the business details regarding the applicant. Sweet. Business details. Does the applicant? No, I don't have a Dun and Bradstreet number. You can go get one. Supposedly, like, it does something with credit. I never bother with it. I got approved for credit cards and stuff. Bank account, all that. Legal business name. Daniel Trucking, LLC. I didn't actually incorporate that yet, but yeah, I don't think this application is going to care. DBA. Guys, if you can stay away from a DBA, that's awesome. It's way less stuff to put in. Like, you don't understand how many times you're going to have to repeat yourself typing this in or say it over the phone. And you want to get paid correctly, okay? And you want to get loads easily and make things move extremely fast. So keep your name short. And again, make sure it's easy to say over the phone and easy to hear over the phone. All right, so avoid a DBA if you can. I mean, maybe you already have like one business structure and you're going to like add a segment for trucking. You know, maybe a DBA makes sense, but I would just do another company. Is the applicant's principal place of business address the same as the application contacts address? Boom, here we go. Principal place of business, that could be your garaging address. Like, so if you can't park the truck in your tiny driveway or outside of your apartment or wherever you live or wherever you're getting mail, let's say, is the applicant's principal place of business address the same as the application contacts address? No. Let's come up with a different address. So we'd want to put in the principal place of business in here. Oh, see, boom. Mailing address, same as the principal place. I don't know why they ask it that way. Oh, one's for the in case you have like a contact that manages separately, remotely. Okay, so, anyways, I'm going to fill this out. Let's just do, here's an old address. 7330. All right, it's the mailing address, same as principal place of business. If you want your mail from the FMCSA to come to a different address than here, which should be where you're able to park your commercial vehicles, then put in an address here. I'm just going to click this for the time being, but understand, this is where you park the truck, this is where you get your mail. Okay, the contact that we did earlier with their address, that's where they might get mail. I don't know why they keep asking so many times. Either way, this is important though. Yep. Same thing again here. Phone number, you can put in all the same stuff. Struggle bus. All right. All right, EIN. We got an EIN. All right, I think most EINs being issued right now are like in the 8.5s or 8.6s. I don't know. 8.5, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Throw in your EIN number. I just made one up. All right, is the applicant a unit of government? No, you're not. I mean, you shouldn't be. Watching this, you shouldn't be. Let's say you did a limited liability company, which would be just so much easier. More than likely. And your home state. Okay. And next, if you did something else, limited liability partnership, if you have a partnership, select that, and it's probably going to ask you the same thing, like what state. Guys, don't do a sole proprietor. Just like as a friend, don't do a sole proprietor. Not as like a professional recommending anything. Just as a friend. You get sued as a sole proprietor and trucking company. God, man. Might lose your house. Ownership and control. Owned, controlled by a citizen of the United States. Let's hope so. Might have to prove that. Company contact number 1. All right, names and titles of the sole proprietor, partners, or others. So at least, if there are partners, put them in here. Daniel is probably going to ask for more addresses. Jesus. Title, I put owner. Info at danieltrucking.com. I might have put something else different earlier. Oh, well. Phone number, United States, area code 704. You can use the same phone number. Like if you set up a separate phone number for this to monitor, like voicemails and all that, and you'll get text messages too from these people. You can use the same one for every single one of these. It's perfectly fine. Company contact us. Yeah, I told you they're going to ask for my address. Moving along. All right, so boom, business description. And we are 22% of the way through this thing. Hoorah. All right, so verify everything. You can run through that. I know I typed in what I needed to. All right, needs to capture details regarding the applicant's planned operation. Your planned operation. Oh boy, you're going to be a motor carrier of property. Okay, you're not gonna haul passengers. You're not going to haul household goods. Household goods, a motor carrier of household goods is someone who goes to, you're moving people, like their possessions out of their house, right? God, it's late. Hold on. Transports customers' personal household possessions from one residence to another. Yeah, there you go. I should have just read that. And motor carrier, you're also crossing state lines. Interstate, not intrastate. We're going to stay away from broker and freight forwarder. Guys, this is like the most common thing that messes people up. They get in here and they want to apply for broker, freight forwarder, whatever, and they get this FF number. So there's like MC numbers and then there's FF numbers. That's your freight forwarder number. Don't apply for that. You might want to become a broker, freight forwarder, whatever one day, but you're not doing that right now. If you're a new venture, starting a motor carrier, start like becoming a motor carrier, there's like no insurance out there that's going to touch you if you try to be both. All right, you got to do one. And you want to start with motor carrier of property, and there's 2 types of these. There's private carriers and for hire carriers. You're going to be a for hire motor carrier of property, hauling general freight, nothing else. All right, cargo tank facility. Jesus. All right, boom. Let's go forward. An IEP, intermodal equipment provider, is a person or entity that owns intermodal chassis, is responsible for, no, we're not doing that. We're talking about box trucks, so no. If you go to the ports and pick up intermodal containers, that'll be different. Will the applicant transport property? Yes, you're transporting property. People's, companies' stuff, okay? Hopefully you're doing Amazon Relay. You're going to move Amazon stuff. Yes, you are going to transport property. If you need to double check and understand what property is, transportation of general freight. Boom. Just stop reading there. Transportation of general freight. That's what you're going to be doing. Right. Will the applicant receive compensation for the business of transporting the property belonging to others? Well, I hope you get paid, but yes. All right. What type of property will the applicant transport? You're not transporting hazardous materials. You're not transporting household goods. You're not transporting, hold on, wait a second, yes. Select all apply. Other non-hazardous, other non-hazardous freight. Yeah, I was like, hold up, other household goods, no way. So no, yes. That's so misleading. God, I wish they'd just put like, hey, you're going to haul general freight? Yeah, boom, move to the end. No, we got to call it other non-hazardous freight. This is probably why people mess up so much. And like you mess up on this, you're not getting insurance, or you're not getting filings on your insurance. They might sell you insurance and then you can't get filings until you get this fixed, and that can take, God, I've seen some people take like 2 weeks to get their stuff updated. That's 2 weeks you can't run, 2 weeks you can't make money, and 2 weeks you're paying for insurance. Will the applicant transport non-hazardous materials across state lines, otherwise known as interstate commerce? There's two types of commerce here in regard to crossing state lines. There's interstate, where you do cross state lines, and there's intrastate, where you do not cross state lines. Interstate requires an MC number. Intrastate is just normally all you need is a DOT number, depending on weight, like weight of the vehicle, gross vehicle weighting, whatever. Anyways, will the applicant transport non-hazardous? Yes, you will. We're going to cross state lines. We're going for the MC here. Will the applicant transport their own property? No. Like, if you buy a box truck and then you want to move some of your own stuff, talk to your insurance agent. For the purpose of your business and this truck that you'll get, or trucks, maybe plural, down the road, you're going to only haul for hire, hauling other people's stuff, not your own. Will the applicant transport any passengers? God, no. No. Don't even let them in the passenger seat to ride along. Property. Will the applicant provide property or household goods, broker services? No, you will not. Never, ever, ever. I mean, maybe one day, but not anytime soon. A couple years down the road, maybe. Will the applicant provide freight forwarder status? This is what I was talking about. No, you will not. You will provide general freight, interstate, property, common carrier, motor carrier services. God, there's so many things there. But no. And cargo tank facility. No. Operate as a drive-away. No. And you might look at this and be like, what's going on over here? Drive-away. I'm not even going to start explaining that. Don't worry about it. That's like such a small little thing that only a few people do. Tow away. No, you're not towing anything. Not with a box truck. I hope not. All right, so list of the cargo. This is where people mess up too, because they get excited. They're like, oh yeah, I could get paid to do this and this and this and this. I'll just check every single thing on here. That way I can like haul anything I want. No. It's already checked for you. General freight, move forward. Don't even look at the others. I mean, you can look at them, but like, just don't click anything even by accident. Messes up insurance. And it's not like it stops you from getting insurance. It doesn't mess it up. It messes up the chance of getting insurance. There's other stuff that messes up insurance once you actually get it. Non-CMV vehicle. Please provide the number of non-commercial motor vehicles that the applicant plans to operate. 0. You will not operate any non-commercial vehicles. So like a private passenger vehicle, like a little 4-door sedan. You're not going to operate that with your authority. Put 0 there. Straight trucks. Owned, term leased, trip leased, tow, drive away. What type of commercial motor vehicles? What's this say? So, okay, whatever. Term leased or trip leased. Trip leased is probably more like along the lines of rental. Term leased. All right, so if you're renting a box truck, let's do trip leased. If you're actually leasing, and you guys better be easy on calling rentals leases, okay? Don't do that. A lease is like you're signing a lease agreement with a term to it for like at least 6 months, okay? If it's less than that, just might as well call it renting, all right? If you have the ability to go swap it out at Penske or Ryder or Enterprise, whatever, like I know Penske does actual leasing, and then they're just, daily, weekly, maybe monthly rental. We'll call that trip leased, I guess. Term leased, actually leased. Owned, you paid cash or financed it through a lender, a bank, credit union, something like that. But yeah, anyways, so straight truck. Trip leased 1. Okay, that's all we're doing. IEP trailer, nope. Hold on, we have to put zeros in here. 0, 0, 0, 0. There you go. Boom. Whoops, damn it. Sorry. Hit the wrong button. Oh, come on. Here we go again. And fix this one. Not 10. There we go. Boom. All right, now we can move forward. We got what we want. One little trip leased. Cool. I could be wrong on that. Maybe we should do term lease. That's okay, though. We got one in the straight truck. Please provide number of motor vehicles that will operate in Canada, Mexico. No. Ain't going to Canada, Mexico. I'm going to stay in the continental U.S. Hopefully stay close to home. Please provide the number of commercial motor vehicles that the applicant will operate solely in interstate commerce. Solely. One. And you can update this after you get your insurance, but more than likely you're starting with one truck. At least I hope you are. It's less risk, less money down, less issues. Please provide the number of commercial vehicles that will operate solely in intrastate. Well, none. None. You're getting a motor carrier. You're the MC number. You're going to be a motor carrier. All that's good. Double check. Next. Needs to capture some details regarding the type of drivers. Okay. So you're doing box truck business, and more than likely you're going to be under 26,000 pounds, so you don't need CDLs. What is the number of drivers who will operate as interstate within a 100 air mile radius? Just put 0 unless like you have like a contract or something and you're near a state line. Like if I was in Charlotte and I had a contract with a company that needs to go back and forth to like Fort Mill in South Carolina, it's like within 30 miles or something. And I had one driver that was going to run that lane, that contract with me, maybe in that scenario. But pretty much everyone else, you're going to go over 100 miles. You're doing interstate commerce, you cross the state lines. And, also, if you're the owner and you're going to be driving, you're not hiring anyone when you start, put 1. If you're going to own it and drive some of the time and also let someone else drive, put 2. All right. Nothing wrong with that. Hey, and remember, if you are going to hire someone, all right, like which I don't really recommend for most people, all right, if you've got a good driver, okay, and they're going to stay a good driver, then just keep in mind, like, if the truck's parked, it's not making money. All right, so if you've got yourself and another driver, and there's the opportunity for you to drive when the other driver is not driving, the truck would like to roll. You would like to make more money. Hustle. All right, number of drivers who will operate solely as intrastate. None. Now y'all are crossing state lines. What are the number of drivers with commercial driver's licenses? If you have a CDL, even if you don't need it, that's cool. And we'll talk about this. Like, it can help with insurance if you have a CDL, even if what your operation is going to be, the vehicle you're going to be driving, all that doesn't require it. It's a good idea. Like if you have it, that can help. And if you don't have it, it probably is a good idea to start working on that. Because let's say, you get into box trucks and then you want to move up to tractors, do semi work. You'll have almost no options if you decide to do that and you don't have 2 years of CDL experience. And that just means having a CDL for 2 years, all right, for the most part. I'm not going to get into that. Just if you ever want to expand into other segments, get your CDL. So what are the number? We're talking about box trucks right now, though. So what are the number of drivers with commercial drivers? Let's just say 0. Let's say you don't have it. A lot of y'all won't. That's why you're going into box trucks. It's like the lowest barrier to entry for trucking companies or starting a trucking company. It's awesome. But let's just say 0. If you do have it, great. If not, just 0 there. What are the numbers? Nope. We already said we're not going to Canada, Mexico. It's complicated. And there's all kinds of, there's insurance that'll let you go into Canada and Mexico, but then there's all kinds of, restrictions on it. Like, oh, you can only, go on these roads with these commodities, and there'll be so many exclusions, and you'll never really know what you can or can't do, so you might as well just not do it. All right, boom. In the operation classification section of this application, You specify the entity will be transporting property interstate and for compensation. Ugh. Will any of this property get transported in vehicles greater than or equal to 10,001 pounds? So will the truck and the property weigh more than 10,001 pounds? Well, if you got a box truck, yes, absolutely. And that's all we're talking about right now. If you want to learn about like hot shots and all that, or cargo vans, we'll talk about that in another video. Will any of this property get transported in vehicles? Great. Yes. So absolutely yes. If you mess this up, here's how this messes you up. If you select no here by accident because you thought this meant less than instead of greater than, or whatever messed you up, if you select no right here, your minimum requirement for insurance from the FMCSA will only show 300,000 combined single limit for the auto liability. It needs to show 750. All right. And for the sake of box trucks, it only needs to show 750. It does not need to show 1 million. All right. FMCSA will only require you to have 750,000 combined single limit for your auto liability. Amazon, your rental company, all the other brokers you sign up for, they're all going to want you to have 1 million. Okay. So like, and your insurance needs to be 1 million, but the FMCSA only requires you to have 750. All right. It's just confusing as shit. And I hate it for everybody because they all get twisted and bent sideways about this. But FMCSA is saying, hey, we only need you to have 750. Insurance needs to be 1 million because your brokers, Amazon Relay, everyone else is going to say 1 million. All right. It's just like this FMCSA standards are a little bit lower than everyone else. That's the easiest way I can put this. Okay. Just understand that you're getting 1 million. All right. Alrighty. Don't select no. Select yes. Make sure you select yes here, or else you're wasting time. You're messing up a lot. Okay, boom. Like I said, they are only going to require you to have $750,000 limits, all right, for bodily injury and property damage. I don't know why they can't say auto liability, but yeah, it's bodily injury and property damage. Those are components of an auto liability policy, all right? Bodily injury, so like if you hurt my body, you cause injury to my body, all right, then I can sue you for up to $750,000. Well, actually, you're going to get $1 million policy, but the FMCSA only cares for up to $750,000. They've talked about raising it. Talked about raising it up to like $2 million, which would not be awesome. I mean, it'd be good for people to get hurt. And then, all right, anyways, I'm not getting into that. Bodily injury, you hurt someone's body, okay, and property damage. Okay, so you hurt someone's stuff. All right, it's your financial responsibility. And really all that is your auto liability policy, which you can call me and get some insurance for. All right, affiliation with others. What they're trying to do here regarding the entities, regarding your business's relationship with any other FMCSA regulated entities. So, did you ever own another MC? Hope not. Chameleons, stay away. Does the applicant currently have or has had within the last 3 years of the date of this filing or of filing this application relationships involving common stock, common ownership, common management, common control, or familial relationships or any other person or applicant for registration? Oh my God. Like, have you been involved in a business where you were important and controlling or managing, running a boss, whatever, for another motor carrier? No. If you were, you should probably talk to somebody about doing all this if you're not sure. If you can't do this application on your own because of something like that, like, got some issues probably. Certification statement, blah, blah, blah. Yes, I certify. You can hold it against me. I promised on the internet that I said everything I said and selected everything I selected. Title, janitor, because I'm going to be cleaning up everybody's mess. Next. Invalid oh, whoops. Application password. Here's Here's the first time it can mess you up. So this is the password you set up at the beginning. If you already forgot it and you didn't put it in your notes like you should have, well, that sucks. My password was password1234 $. I bet so many people get to that and are like, damn it. What did shoot, I should have. Yes, I certify. Okay. Do you think you put everything in here correctly? Certify is willing and able to provide the proposed operations or service and to comply with all pertinent statutory regulatory requirements and regulations. I love how they say that you're certifying for this and you don't have a clue what most of this is. Like it's endless. Like no one person will ever learn all of this, but you're certifying that you're willing to work with it. All right, safety fitness requirements, motor vehicle safety standards. I love that one. Oh God, that one's beautiful. Motor vehicle safety standards. Yep. Does the applicant certify it is willing and able to provide the proposed operations or service and to comply with motor vehicle safety standards? Yeah, right. Most of you will get out of service scores like within the first few months, so you're not complying. Or minimum financial responsibility. That just means get insurance and pay it. Like if you don't pay it all up front, which hardly, I've had one client ever do that. You pay monthly on time, right? And if you don't pay on time, then they take your authority away because Motor Carrier Safety Administration is really tight with your insurance. I'll put it that way. You don't pay the insurance tells on you to the Motor Carrier Safety Administration, and then your authority goes by, and then you can't, you can maybe switch insurance a couple of times. If you crash insurance with one company, you might be able to hop over to another one, but there are very few insurance companies that will write policies for new ventures. So you want to keep a really good relationship with your insurance agent. You want to put your insurance payments like first, like I like to tell people this. If you're driving down the road, right, and you didn't pay the payment on your truck, right, well, the repo guy is not going to tow you driving down the road, but the insurance company can pull your federal filings and inactivate your DOT number while you're driving down the road. And then your broker's going to call you freaking out why your authority went inactive. Or you'll try to go book a load and they'll tell you no because you're pending cancellation, because they'll be able to see that there's a pending cancellation, which is probably due to you not paying your insurance. It messes you up really bad. And then it's also like in your history forever. So every time you go to renew for insurance, they're going to ask you about it and basically just judge you for it, or deny you because of it. So keep it nice and clean. Yes, I certify. I will do all of that stuff, hopefully well. Willing and able to produce for review or inspection documents which are requested for the purpose of determining compliance. Will you stay organized? Will you keep your things in order where you can easily access them? Man, guys, I would say get like a nice little 3-ring binder and some folders. Also, like on your phone or whatever cloud service you have. Like I said, I'm an Apple fanboy. I use iCloud and I have folders for everything. It's all neatly organized and I can access that on my phone, my iPad, my MacBook. It's super easy. Like if someone asks me for something, I can probably get it to them in less than like 5 seconds. That's, when you're trying to get stuff done and make money, don't make it hard on yourself. Commercial regulations, hazardous material, blah, 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 blah. Yes, I certify, right? We're going to become motor carriers. Does the applicant certify it is not currently disqualified from operating commercial motor vehicles in the United States? Whatever those reasons are, I certify. Does the applicant certify it understands that the agents for service of process designation will be, dude, who knows what those guys do anyways? You just have to pay them. It's a racket. No, it's not. They have a purpose. Does the applicant certify that the carrier is not prohibited from filing this application because of its FMCSA registration is currently under suspension or was revoked less than 30 days before the filing the application? So like if you messed up on another one, maybe you have to wait. Do it right the first time. The applicant's registration is currently revoked. Does, hold on, if deficiency cited in the revocation proceeding have been corrected. Good guy. It would like, guys, keep your stuff organized, clean, neat, up to date, paid, all that stuff. Because if you want to stay a trucker and you start to mess up, it's a domino effect. Because everything's connected and everything is like dependent on something else. All right, so again, here's that password. Hopefully you didn't forget it. Hopefully you wrote it down. Next. Compliance, all my certifications. I certified myself. Applicant's oath. All right. Requires the owner or authorized signer or an individual power of attorney. That's like if someone's doing this application for you, to sign the applicant's oath, certifying that all the information supplied. Yeah, I promised. I said what I said and clicked on what I clicked on. Alrighty. Once again, password. I'm the owner. I think I would not list that anywhere so people don't bug me. Getting tired, guys. Can't type. Register for company official FMCSA portal account. All right, next. Oh, we are at 99%. Guys, we're almost there. Should the company official role be assigned to the company contact? Daniel Summers, that's me. Yes. If you did your own application, sure. User ID, password, verify. I think I'm as far as I want to go here. Because then it just like, you set this up and then it asks for payment. We'll just do it real quick. User ID, Daniel Summers, 1, 2, 3, 4. Use the same password. Email. So, method of contact. I'm going to stop here. All right, guys. Thank you for going through this with me. If you have any questions, say something in the comments below. I'll try and get back with you. But yeah, good luck on getting this done. It'll take you probably get your DOT number right away or within, the next 24 hours, and then MC number can take a day or two. But if I actually got my MC number because one of the people that were sending the marketing emails, they had it before FMCSA gave it to me. That's how intense the marketing is. One of the companies trying to sell me something had my MC number before the FMCSA emailed me about my MC number, or before I could even go look it up. It was nuts. They're insane. Everyone is scratching to get your business because there's a lot of stuff that they do that they'll make recurring revenue off of you. And they want to be in your face and get you to sign up with them. There's some good ones out there. There's some not so good ones. I've got links below for freight factoring, fuel cards, Keep Trucking. They're all really awesome. I've worked with other companies. I highly recommend what I've got listed below. And some of them give you discounts or month of free, what all they offer. It's all down there. Check it out. And best of luck, guys. I'm proud of you for getting this far. And I, hopefully we can work together. If not, you find somebody really good in your area. I don't write insurance in every state. But, make sure you find a really good agent. You want them to come to your child's christening and be their godparent. That's how tight you need to be with your insurance agent, because you're going to need them a lot. You need them a whole lot. All right. And thank you, guys. See you in the next video.